Did you know that the deadliest volcano in history killed over 70,000 people? Stick around to find out which volcano it was. Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Get ready to have your minds blown as we're going to discover the deadliest volcanoes on Earth, exploring their devastating impacts and the stories behind them. We're talking eruptions that would make a tea kettle look like a tranquil pond. Number 5 on this list will completely change how you think about volcanoes and their danger. So, get ready to discover the top 10 deadliest volcanoes on Earth and learn why they are so dangerous. First in our list is the explosive expedition of Mount Vesuvius, the Italian stallion of the volcano world. It is this volcano that made 79 AD a year no one would ever forget. Imagine what happened that day in Pompeii. You going about your day, maybe grabbing some fruits at the market, when suddenly, boom, Mount Vesuvius decides to go mad and erupt. We're talking about an eruption that buried the entire city of Pompeii under ash and pumice. Talk about a glow down. It's like the saying goes, if you can't stand the heat, get out of Pompeii. Years later, Pompeii became a super preserved time capsule. This volatile vent is still active today, lurking in the background and reminding everyone that this volcano is not just a one-hit wonder. So yeah, if you're ever in Italy and you see a big, ominous mountain, maybe just admire it from a safe distance. Who knows what might be in store? Next on our list is Mount St Helens in the Great Pacific Northwest. This American idol of volcanoes went full diva back in 1980, and trust me, the drama was explosive. Picture this, it's a beautiful spring morning, birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and then out of nowhere, bam! Mount St Helens decides to unleash its inner rage. We're talking a massive landslide, the largest debris avalanche in recorded history, followed by an eruption that blew the mountain's top right off. The eruption was so powerful, it sent shockwaves across the state of Washington and rained ash on states as far away as North Dakota. Ironically, this volcanic spot has become a pretty chill spot today. People go hiking, camping, and even skiing on its slopes. It shows the power of time. Even the most explosive things soften. Hold on to your hats, folks. We're about to meet the OG volcanic drama queen, Krakatoa. This Indonesian inferno threw an eruption back in 1883 that was so epic, it's still talked about today. We're talking an eruption so loud, it could be heard over 3,000 kilometers away. That's like hearing your neighbor's dog bark from like a whole other continent. And the shock waves? They circled the globe 7 times. 7! It's like Krakatoa was trying to give everyone on Earth a powerful punch. The eruption was so powerful, it triggered tsunamis that devastated coastal communities and killed tens of thousands of people. And that's how Krakatoa's legacy lives on. Next on the list is Mount Pinatubo, the comeback kid of volcanic eruptions. This Filipino firecracker decided to wake up from a 600-year nap back in 1991. And let me tell you, it was one heck of a wake-up call. We're talking an eruption so massive, it ejected a mind-blowing 20 million tons of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. This massive release of sulfur dioxide caused global temperatures to drop by an average of 0.5 degrees Celsius over the next 2 years. On the lighter side, Mount Pinatubo's eruption had some pretty cool side effects. Like, did you know that the sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere created some of the most vibrant sunsets the world had ever seen? It's like they say, every cloud has a silver lining, even if that cloud is made of volcanic ash. Moving on, It's time to meet the volcano that put a damper on summer vibes. Back in 1816, Mount Tambora. This Indonesian inferno threw an eruption so epic, it earned 1816 the nickname, the year without a summer. Here we're talking about an eruption so powerful, it ejected an estimated 100 cubic kilometers of material into the atmosphere. That's like a lot. The eruption caused widespread crop failures, famine, and even sparked a cholera epidemic. It was like the ultimate party foul. On the other side, did you know that Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein during the year without a summer? Well, coming to the question we asked in the beginning of the video. It was the eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia in 1815, which killed more than 70,000 people, directly from the eruption and indirectly from the resulting famine and climate changes. Now let's move to Hawaii, home of Mauna Loa, the sleeping giant of the Pacific. This massive volcano is so big, it actually makes up half of the island of Hawaii. We're talking about a volcano so massive, it rises over 30,000 feet from the ocean floor to its summit. That's like stacking 10 Empire State Buildings on top of each other. And the interesting part? Mauna Loa is still active today. Don't worry though, it's being closely monitored by scientists who are always on the lookout for any signs of an eruption. But hey, even though Mauna Loa is a sleeping giant, it's also a gentle giant. Its eruptions are usually slow-moving lava flows that pose little threat to human life. Next on our list is Eyjafjallajökull, the volcano with the impossible name. Get ready to butcher this next volcano's name because, well, we're heading to Iceland to visit Eyjafjallajökull. This Icelandic ice queen caused quite a stir back in 2010 when its eruption sent a massive ash cloud into the atmosphere, grounding flights all over Europe. It was like the ultimate travel nightmare. We're talking about an eruption so disruptive it costed the airline industry an estimated $1.7 billion. That's a lot of frequent flyer miles. Next on the list is Mount Marapi, Indonesia's own Ring of Fire. Buckle up, adventurers, because we're heading back to Indonesia to visit Mount Marapi, one of the most active and dangerous volcanoes in the world. This Indonesian inferno has been erupting regularly for centuries, and it shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. It's like the Energizer runner of volcanoes. We're talking about a volcano that's so active, it's earned the nickname Fire Mountain. And trust me, it lives up to its name. But hey, even though Mount Marapi is a force to be reckoned with, it's also a source of life for the surrounding communities. The fertile volcanic soil is perfect for farming, and the volcano's slopes are home to a variety of plant and animal life. Next, we move to Nado Del Ruiz, the tragedy of Armero. Get ready for a somber story, folks, because we're heading to Colombia to visit Nado Del Ruiz, the volcano that caused the devastating Armero tragedy back in 1985. This Colombian colossus may look peaceful, but its 1985 eruption triggered a massive lahar, a volcanic mudflow that buried the town of Armero and killed over 23,000 people. We're talking about a tragedy so devastating, it serves as a stark reminder of the importance of heeding volcanic warnings and being prepared for natural disasters. On the positive side, it has also led to advancements in volcanic monitoring and disaster preparedness. Now moving on to the final explosive expedition in Italy with Mount Etna, the Grand Dam of European volcanoes. This Sicilian siren has been erupting for over 2.5 million years, making it one of the longest active volcanoes on Earth. We're talking about a volcano that's so active, it's practically considered a celebrity in Italy, People come from all over the world to witness its fiery displays, and it even has its own national park. Besides being intimidating, it's also a source of pride for the Sicilian people. The fertile volcanic soil produces some of the best wines in the world, and the volcano's slopes are home to a variety of unique plant and animal life. Well, we can say that Mount Etna is one cool volcano. And there you have the list of the top 10 deadliest volcanoes on Earth. We've seen some explosive eruptions and learned some fascinating facts. Remember, volcanoes may be powerful forces of nature, but they're also an important part of our planet's ecosystem. So let's appreciate their beauty and power from a safe distance. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more fascinating content. Until next time, keep exploring and stay safe.